And the issues, the problems still continue in the south with the activities of the mining companies, and most of the largest mining companies in the world are actually Canadian companies, and we have a responsibility as a country, as citizens of Canada, of the actions of Canadian companies abroad. And the issues are still going on, the problems are still going on. And our hope is that through development and peace, who visits us, who works with us, the Canadian citizens can really get to know what these communities affected by the mining extractions really go through. To help government to establish what was mentioned earlier here, a real voice who can listen to the grievances and complaints of these populations in order to give them justice, and to work in such a manner that internally, in cooperation with the international level, that there be a legislative system put in place here in Canada to help or to bring the companies to really act, respecting the rights of people, respecting justice, just as they do here in the country, and really bringing a real development, not just mining extraction. Because what happens now is that these companies come in, but it doesn't bring real development to the region, because these companies come in and they bring everything from Canada, all the material, even the plumbing, even the nails, everything comes from Canada. So there is no company that can create local business in order to help people to earn money with dignity. And there is no local investment, so this doesn't create development. On the contrary, it increases the difficulties in the region.
Mining industry claims that they are the source of positive economic and social benefits, including poverty reduction, economic diversification. They claim that they are the source of enhancing local infrastructures, giving social and health services. But we attest differently. Large-scale mining does not promote pro-people development. It poses an imminent threat to their livelihood and the already fragile economy, has brought human rights violations.
It's a campaign to ask for an ombudsman, right? Someone to defend the people within the framework of environmental justice. And this demand really benefits everyone, mostly the poorest, but even the mining companies, because we have to see that there is a certain effort within these companies of social responsibility, social accountability. So this campaign will also benefit these few companies who are following social responsibility, social accountability norms and standards. But this campaign will also benefit. This campaign of a voice for justice will benefit that everyone, without any distinction of social class or whatever, work really for the common good. Justice really wants us or leads us to work for the common good. And I feel that facing these stories, we can't stay silent. We have to be able to invite mining companies to show the same responsibility, the same social responsibility in the South, and they follow here. We have
our brother bishops have told us, and you've just heard their witnesses of human rights violations, of forced removal of peoples, of unequal sharing of profits, and of the destruction of the environment. While we benefit in this country from our Canadian mining industries, when our increased wealth in this country is built on the backs of injustice for the poor and the destruction of the environment, then our wealth is our shame. We as all Canadians are called to be accountable for what our country does, for what the companies in our country do, and what the companies listed in our country do.
That there are two issues, of course. There is the issue of certain practices of Canadian mining companies, but also of the weakness of the governments in these countries. And in this sense, we have to learn as companies not only to respect the law, but to go beyond the laws. And here we are in the field of ethics. And
just to conclude, I would like to invite all Canadians from coast to coast to coast to join us in being a voice for justice. Thank you.